Donald Trump. How was he?
It was a really good meeting. We had dinner together.
You have a burger? Or steak? Doesn't he have steak
He didn't have steak
meal?
on that occasion. He had chicken. He flew up from Florida, and we both wanted to ensure that we have a good relationship. That was the purpose of the dinner. And
did he feel like a man you could do business with if he was to win?
Look, of course, because it's up to the American people to choose who they want as their president. And it's up to me as Prime Minister to make sure I have a good relationship with whoever the president is. The special relationship that we do have between our two countries sits above whoever the post holder is at any given time. Mm-hmm. And it's in my nature. I believe strongly in personal relations.
Stay tuned as we delve into one of the most thrilling and intense stories of our era British politics. The British reform has made headlines with an unexpected twist. Elon Musk has engaged in a fiery debate, and the fight for justice and freedom of speech has reached a boiling point. This is more than just politics, it's a struggle for the future of democracy in the UK. What unfolds when the most outspoken and provocative political leader in the world decides to take a stand on this issue? When Donald Trump, a man renowned for his unwavering commitment and relentless pursuit of victory, intentionally excludes the leader of the British Labour Party, Starmer, from one of the year's most crucial meetings. Trump's choice to bar Starmer from the boardroom is not merely a slight. It's a bold and unmistakable statement that is echoing across the globe.
Hey guys, is it a surprise to you that Donald Trump hasn't invited Keir Starmer to his inauguration in a few days' time? And the Labour Party come out and go, hey, it's perfectly normal for a foreign dignitary not to be invited. I'm not sure if it is. One of their top strategic partners, it's not that he doesn't even attend, he's not invited, hasn't got a ticket, haven't kept a seat for him. But don't worry, our trading relationships are excellent. Nothing to see here, nothing to write home about, everything's fine. In fact, I think we might have to sneak off to China and do a special deal worth a grand total of about 100 million a year for the...
Consider the significance of this. Starmer, representing one of the most powerful countries, intentionally chooses to skip the most crucial meeting. But why? What could have driven Trump to make such a bold and controversial choice? To grasp this, we must explore the complex and tangled web of relationships filled with political tension, ideological clashes, and perceived betrayals. Britain finds itself in a delicate position due to its special relationship with the United States, and this is something everyone is acutely aware of. However, Trump opted not to invite Starmer, likely in response to his sharp criticisms and comments made by David Larry. It's also possible that he reacted to the accusations from Sadiq Khan, who openly labels him a terrible person.
Next 5 years. That's going to help, isn't it? So, as we head into changing times and Trump takes control of America, bringing in business growth policies, we don't know what they are. We don't know how that's going to affect us or the rest of the world. But you'd like to think if there were significant changes about to happen, we'd be on the right side of the table, wouldn't you? Or wouldn't you? You'd like to think that the person making those decisions hasn't been called a load of horrible names by someone around the other side of the table who hasn't said sorry, kissed and made up, or flown over to fix the problem themselves. What can I say? Great times. We're going to look forward to this. Let me know what you guys think. Is it an embarrassment that we're not going to be there? Or is it a good thing we're not going to be there because you think Trump is an absolute nut? Comment below and like and share. Cheers guys, take care.
For Starmer, a meeting with Trump would have been a remarkable opportunity to present Britain's vision on the global stage. It was a chance to strengthen relationships with the United States, influence key decisions, and assert Britain's status as a global power. Instead, his absence has sparked shock and debate regarding Britain's role under his leadership. Trump's decision to exclude Starmer was not a coincidence. It goes beyond the actions of the Labour Party during the 2020 US elections. It was a powerful message intended to resonate far beyond the confines of the conference room. Could this be an attempt to deter the new President Trump from imposing tariffs on the UK? For Trump, this was not merely a political disagreement, it was a betrayal that struck at the core of his principles.
So Keir Starmer, the United States and France are Britain's biggest allies. If you become Prime Minister, there could be a world in which Trump and Marine Le Pen are in office. How would you feel about it?
It's for voters in America and France to decide who they want as their leaders. And if I'm privileged enough to come into office to serve this country, I will deal with the leaders of other countries as they've been elected by those that live there and those that voted them in.
The stakes are incredibly high, and the message is unmistakable in Trump's world. Respect and loyalty are not mere words, they are the very foundation of everything. However, Starmer's challenges extend beyond Trump. Domestically, his leadership is facing intense scrutiny, and the pressure is escalating. One of the most contentious issues is immigration. Critics argue that Starmer prioritizes the interests of immigrants over those of British citizens, leading to dissatisfaction among voters who feel overlooked and misled. This perception has created significant disappointment within the public. The commitments Starmer made during his election campaign to rebuild trust, prioritize citizens, and ensure transparency are now being called into question, posing serious risks to his political future.
I was in government when Trump came in, and this is a foreshadowing for the Prime Minister of what is going to come under a Trump administration. They will be derailed almost every day by something that the President says or what the White House releases or a decision that they make that is going to distract from what it is the government wants to talk about. I mean, we had situations in Downing Street where Trump would wander out onto the White House lawn in front of the cameras and say, oh, something's happened in the UK, I'm going to go and call Theresa, and suddenly the phone would ring in the Prime Minister's office. Oh God, the President's on the phone. And this is a foreshadowing for it.
Trump, remaining true to his principles, never forgets a betrayal, and his choice to exclude Starmer from this meeting was not merely a diplomatic maneuver, it was a bold and principled statement. He seeks not only respect but also accountability, which makes his stance even more resolute. While Trump's relationship with Starmer is fraught, his admiration for figures like Nigel Farage sharply contrasts with this tension. Farage, a passionate supporter of Brexit and a fierce advocate for British sovereignty, represents the kind of leadership that Trump genuinely respects. He stood by Trump during pivotal moments, including his inauguration, and this is no coincidence. Farage has consistently been a dependable ally, championing the shared values of nationalism and sovereignty. For Trump, he is a true partner, someone who aligns with his views and stands firmly against the opposition. In a world filled with challenges and contradictions, such allies are invaluable.
Mr. Speaker, can I begin by congratulating President-elect Trump on his historic election victory. As the closest of allies, the UK and US will continue to work together to protect our shared values of freedom and democracy. And having had dinner with President-elect Trump just a few weeks ago, I look forward to working with him in the years to come.
For Trump, this isn't merely a difference of opinion, it's a direct challenge to his authority. Starmer's exclusion from the meeting is not just a personal affront, it carries significant and far-reaching implications for Britain standing on the global stage. This meeting represented a unique opportunity for Britain to enhance its influence, secure lucrative trade agreements, and solidify its alliance with the United States. With Starmer absent from the audience, Britain's voice is considerably weaker, and that should raise serious concerns. Donald Trump disregards formalities. He doesn't conform to the narrative that Whitehall in London would prefer. He won't occupy the number 10 position, and that should be a wake-up call for everyone. If Farage finds himself aligned with the opposition, he will serve as a crucial link between Trump and the UK, creating substantial challenges for Starmer and David Lammy. What are your thoughts on this video? Share your opinions in the comments. See you next time.